My buddy got rocked for wearing a J.R. Smith jersey. First ever concert. We're going to see Prime Wiz Khalifa. He had just dropped his Black Hollywood album. What else can you say? We them boys. I'm with my buddies Beef and Jake. We're going to Riverbend Music Festival. And shout out Riverbend. Anyone who knows Riverbend Music Festival, such a great place, especially when you're younger. Anybody who's been there, I want to hear your favorite concert. I want to hear your favorite Riverbend story. Put it in the comments. Wiz Khalifa. It's Prime Wiz Khalifa. We are absolutely lit. Going to Riverbend in high school, so much funnier than when you're of age, because the ways that everyone's trying to sneak alcohol into there, like you're putting shooters in your boots, you're putting shooters in your socks, people are putting them in their bras. Any way you can sneak alcohol into underage drink at a concert, that's what everyone's trying to do when they get to Riverbend. Even when you get inside, we call them green shirts, it's the security people, they walk around during the concert. So if they think you're underage drinking, they'll stop you, ID you, they'll take your drink. Sometimes they'll even call the cops. So it's crazy. There's also, there was this page called Riverbend Hookups. I don't know if they still do it. It was a Twitter page. It was awesome. If they caught someone making out or hooking up at Riverbend, they would take pictures and videos of them. They would put it out on the internet, and everyone would start tagging the people who were hooking up with each other. It was so funny. It made the concerts 10 times funnier because there was an added social dynamic. First ever concert, first time going to Riverbend, we're electric. And again, it's me, my buddy Beef, and our buddy, we'll call him Jake. Jake was just like the bro of all bros. Like if there was one guy that you want to pick from your high school class, he's a great time to hang out with. You can go do anything with him. He's just ready to rock with the boys. That was Jake. Jake, if you see this, shout out Jake. What a great guy. Pick up Beef. He's in the mustard and maroon Cleveland Cavaliers jersey. It's a J.R. Smith jersey. It's stitched. It's cold. It's icy. We're like, dang, bro, that's a sick jersey. And we're in Cincinnati. We're in the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area. So there's no professional basketball team. There would be no reason to hate J.R. Smith. If you don't know who J.R. Smith is, just type in J.R. Smith highlights. He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. Denver Nuggets days, he was an amazing dunker. He was hilarious with the New York Knicks. He was hysterical with the Cavs, but he was also a hooper. If there was a representation of an NBA player who's for the boys, it would be J.R. Smith.
Can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now. That's how long I've been on ya.
Anyone who doesn't like J.R. Smith, they have something wrong with them. That's just the fact of the matter. We get to the concert. We're not in here 10 minutes. Turn around and get like a soda. And all of a sudden, boom, this big lacrosse rugby looking dude, the long hair and the backwards hat, big beefy guy, absolutely jacks Beef. And Beef just goes flying back like 10 feet. And we're like, whoa, what the fuck? We think the dude's drunk, so we kind of get in the way. We're like, dude, chill. And this guy, big ass dude, he probably could have beat our ass, but you always got to have your boys back. Dude, chill. And we're looking at his buddies. Even his buddies were like, whoa. And we're like, is he drunk or something? And he literally goes, I'm not drunk. I just fucking hate J.R. Smith. And walks away. What the fuck was that about? And he's gone. Another 20 minutes go by. The concert starts. We're enjoying Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg. All of a sudden, boom, dude comes back out of nowhere. Just jacks Beef. And we're like, all right, motherfucker, what the fuck? Beef kind of grabs him like, what the fuck, dude? The guy's like, no, fuck you. Fuck J.R. Smith. And we're like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Like, and when you're not involved, it's kind of funny because me and Jake, we're defending Beef, but we're also kind of laughing. Like, this dude's just attacking Beef for wearing a J.R. Smith jersey. I feel like every group has this friend that's going to get into some type of confrontation or crazy situation every time you take him out. That was Beef. Beef always had beef. Even when Beef wasn't trying to have beef, somebody was beefing with Beef. We see this kid 3 or 4 times in the span of an hour. I think Beef might have taken the jersey off because of how many times this kid was just trying to punch him or throw a cheap shot or shove him down. It was crazy. I am far from a perfect human being. I have said fucked up things. I've done messed up stuff. And I've had personal issues with people that I've put on the internet. And a lot of people might think that's not cool. But at the end of the day, I don't have any hate or anger towards anybody. A lot of that stuff was me being young and immature and just not knowing how to verbalize things in a way that it could actually help somebody learn or grow from it. And I just think, in all honesty, if you are that angry at the world that you are at a concert fighting somebody just because he's in a J.R. Smith jersey, you got to take a look in the mirror and figure out what the fuck's going on. And that's coming from somebody that lives with a chip on their shoulder. Like, when it comes to physical goals and like working out and athletic events, like I love having that little crazy tick, that little chip on my shoulder that I can't explain, that for some reason I feel like an underdog. I think that's an edge and a mentality that can assist you in a lot of ways. But if it gets to a point where you're just angry and fucking mad at everybody for no reason, that's an internal issue, and you got to figure that out and at least find a way to channel it into positive stuff. With society right now is we get all caught up in these external issues, whether it's something in social media, politics, pop culture, whatever. Like there's always something that us as people can be fighting and arguing about. And I get it. Like I'm a strongly opinionated person on a lot of topics. But as I've gotten older, the biggest thing that I have learned about that is if you are taking the time to fight with other people and create chaos over external noise, you're avoiding some self-work that you need to dive into. And I'm only saying that because all you're doing by wasting your time with, all the ICE raids in Minnesota and shit, and yes, I lean a certain way on that, but to waste all your time fighting with other people or going out and protesting or fighting with these people, like the policies for that have always been the same. They've never changed. Obama deported millions of more people than Trump. That's a fact. That's just an example of wasting your time on something that doesn't benefit you in any way, shape, or form to fight with people who don't give a shit about you. Focus on yourself, work on yourself, and try to just strive for that best version of you. And I think if people would admit that that's the scariest thing in the world is realizing what your potential could really be, then you could end up in a great spot. If you can fight through the fear and uncomfortable stages of growing as a person and figuring yourself out, the other side of that is the life that you want to live. I don't know how I got on all that from a J.R. Smith jersey, but damn, like, it's disheartening sometimes to see people so angry or bitter and just wanting to fight with other people. Like, that's exhausting. Like, it ain't healthy for anybody involved. So that's my spiel on Talks with Tom. If you don't rock with J.R. Smith, something's wrong with you. And Beef, you're my boy. You always will be. I miss you. And that's today's episode.
Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more. See no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street and bake, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me? What can I see? Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more. See no more.
The year is 2015. The year is